back with a scintillating Sunday spectacular. No lead was safe. No feelings were spared. We dive in right off the top. Meanwhile, bad blood at the Bayou. What the actual heck happened here? And when the dust settled, what the actual heck did it mean? Plus, how about them Cowboys? Someone told you they weren't dead yet, and that someone was right. You'll hear who it was as we get up with you on this Monday, starting right now. Spoiler alert, it was me. Ryan Clark is ready to go. Rex Ryan is ready to go. In Buffalo, Dan just had like a dozen mild with the ranch, not the blue cheese. He's got Bills and Titans tonight. Let's dive in because Buffalo's got to be worried because the Miami Dolphins play in their division, and they're never dead. Oh, what a finish yesterday. Tua versus Lamar. Could you ask for more? Actually, RC, how about the way this game starts? Devin Duvernay, 103 yards on the opening kickoff.
There isn't a better start if you're in offense or in defense. If you're the Baltimore Ravens, Devin Duvernay goes 101, first play of the game. It's got to be Baltimore's day.
12 seconds in and the Ravens are up 7-0. Now we go early second quarter. We're tied at 7. Lamar Jackson, he's looking for a number 1. Could Rashad Bateman be that guy? Look at the speed, RC.
Listen, hit him off the line with the bink, bink, bink. Then he catches the ball with his hands and he gets gone. No one can catch him.
75 yards for the score. Ravens up 14-7. Just under 40 seconds to play in the third now. Ravens are up 2 touchdowns. Hey, Rex Ryan, how about the day Lamar Jackson had?
Yeah, how about that? This is NFL history right here. Only quarterback ever to throw for a 75-yard touchdown and run for one. You ain't catching Lamar Jackson.
They're up 35-14. This game was over, right?
Over. Absolutely.
Wrong. Fourth quarter now. Dolphins, they were down 21. Now it's a 14-point game. And now, somehow, Tyreek Hill, RC, is behind the defense.
Guess what? Tyreek Hill's going to run fast and run deep. Clearly, the Baltimore Ravens did not get the memo.
That makes it a 7-point game. Dolphins get it back after a Ravens punt. This, Rex, is inexcusable.
What? Is that Tyreek Hill? What? Are you out of your mind, Baltimore? That's horrendous defense. I'm ashamed to be a Raven.
We're all tied at 35. 2.5 to play. Lamar Jackson, who was sensational. Oh, he has Mark Andrews there, but he can't get him. So the Ravens kick a field goal. It's 38-35 Baltimore. Here we go, Tua. Here's your moment. 2 minutes left in the game. 2nd and 7. Tua, again. Tyreek, again. 21 yards. They're in Ravens territory. And you know what? They've got another speedster, RC, and his name is Jalen Waddle.
We knew this was going to be a 4x1 Olympic track team, and throughout the day they made huge plays, none bigger than this by Jalen Waddle.
Tua threw for 469 yards and 6 touchdowns. 4 seconds left in the game. Lamar, who, by the way, threw for 318 and ran for 119, has one final chance. The desperation heave as he lofts it, but it will come up lacking. 42-38. The Dolphins come all the way back in a thriller. And after the game, Tyreek with our Kimberly Martin on his quarterback.
Tyreek, when we spoke this week, you said everybody would see the type of quarterback Tua is.
Right.
6 touchdowns today.
Tua had 6?
Yes, he had 6.
Oh my God, that's lit, bro. Hey, for all you ain't even gotta ask me no question on that. For all the haters out there, man, who saying Tua can't do this, can't be that, you know, I really hope you soon jump on this bandwagon, man, because not only is Coach McDaniels gonna need a wheelbarrow, he also gonna need Tua gonna need a wheelbarrow after the season to tote his money, his boatload of money, and also his Coca Hornets.
The legitimate laughter on our side. Okay, but let's talk about that quarterback. Dan Orlovsky, we spent so much of this offseason talking about Tua Tagovailoa. Not all of it was complimentary. What do we say this morning?
That's the biggest day of his career yesterday. And maybe everything that was said about Tua by Mike McDaniel and Tyreek Hill in this offseason was actually true. Yesterday in the fourth quarter, Tua was 13-17 for 200 yards and 4 touchdowns. And it's really those offseason additions that were a big impact. You saw Mike McDaniel making matchups for this offense. Tua in the red zone, his ball placement was great. Mike Gesicki with the touchdown, the deep shots. I love the fact that certainly Baltimore had some blown coverages, and Tua took advantage of them. And yesterday was the first time that I saw Tua, when it came to a coach designing something and it's there, you hit it. When the coach designs something and it's not there, stay patient and checking down. And then there's moments in the game when the defense wins the rep, and I need you to go above the X's and O's and go make something happen. He did that multiple times. It was the biggest day of Tua's NFL career.
Absolutely. If Tua winds up being a great NFL quarterback, we will look back at yesterday and say that's the moment that it began. That said, we will see the Bills tonight. Again, Dan is in Buffalo because he's got Bills and Titans. We've basically written that division off already for them. Now, the Bills are going to Miami next Sunday. We'll see what they do tonight. Are the Dolphins, do they look like a legit contender to you?
The Dolphins are a legit playoff team. When you think about what they normally do defensively, and also now watching Tua Tagovailoa with Jalen Waddle, with Tyreek Hill on the outside, and being able to make some of those huge plays that we haven't seen from him. Think about the fourth quarter, though. Sometimes when a player is tight or he doesn't seem to necessarily have the confidence, they get into this free-flowing action of being like, look, we're getting stumped out. I can now just go and play. And not only can I go and play, I have guys on the outside who can make huge plays for me with run after the catch or just getting behind defenses. Yesterday in the fourth quarter, Tua Tagovailoa threw more 40-yard touchdown passes than he has in his entire career. That was one of those moments, and Mike McDaniel said it after the game. This is something he will remember forever. We have to remember the first time we saw Tua Tagovailoa. He throws an interception in the national championship after replacing Jalen Hurts. He walks to the sideline, puts his arm around Nick Saban and say, "Coach, I got this." But not since then has he seen a receiver as open as Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle were yesterday because Devontae Smith was that open against Georgia. Players matter.
Absolutely. That said, no one comes back from 21 down in the fourth quarter without the other team making a few mistakes along the way. How do the Ravens allow that to happen?
Well, it's absolutely crazy, but this is not your dad's Baltimore Raven defense. In fact, over the last 19 games, this is the worst pass defense in the National Football League. They don't close out games anymore. And that's what it is. You can't blow coverages like this. By the way, you've got Tyreek Hill, the fastest man in the National Football League, and Waddle's right there with him. Guys were past your defense. How the hell is that possible? But just put a dang guy on the goal line even. But you can't allow this. You're up 21 points. This is the only way you're going to lose the game. And guess what? Congratulations, Baltimore, you did it. But your pass defense is horrendous. You've got Pro Bowl players out there, and they're still horrendous.
And it wastes Dan Orlovsky the best day of Lamar Jackson's career. For 3 quarters, the story yesterday was Lamar Jackson, I'll say it again, he threw for 318 yards and 3 touchdowns. He ran for 119 yards and another touchdown. In a loss, and obviously the loss is devastating, but how about the moment, Dan, on the performance of Lamar Jackson?
Yeah, you should have paid him when you had the chance, because the price just continues to climb. I thought Lamar looked incredibly strong when it came to his arm. The ability that he has to run away from people still is incredible. The touchdown pass to Mark Andrews in the red zone is sick. Bateman showed up. His creativity was that was one of the best games we've seen Lamar play, and he's won MVP of the NFL.
All right, so that's where we begin on this day. Next, Sunday NFL Countdown yesterday. I heard Rex Ryan say to Teddy Bruschi, the Saints and the Buccaneers, it's going to be a baseball score today. Well, for most of the day, he was absolutely right. Let's go to the Superdome. Oh, what a day this was. Second quarter, Bucs are down 3-0. They're going for it on 4th and 1. Leonard Fournette. Rex, look at that defensive front for the Saints.
This defense owns, man. They're the kryptonite for Super